Basilica of Santa Maria Novella in Florence, Italy. Currently it is also a museum. Entering to the building you get to a cloister, an inner yard and a graveyard. Some records are in Greek and having Ichthys anagram or Alpha and Omega. This may be related to ecumenical efforts and the Council of Ferrara Florence in 1438-1445. Also you can see plenty of carved coats of arms above. This church was called Santa Maria Novella, which means new, because it was built on the site of the 9th century oratory of Santa Maria della Vina. When the site was assigned to the Dominican order in 1221, they decided to build a new church and adjoining cloister. Building process began in the mid of 13th century, about 1276, and lasted 80 years. The vast interior is based on a basilica plan designed as an Egyptian cross, T-shaped. It is interesting that here you still can see real candles. In opposite, in many churches in Spain, they already use decorated electric lamps instead. The large nave is 100 meters long. The ribs and arcs are all black and white polychrome. Many icons are in some kind of mixed style, reminding traditional East church painting. Lots of coats of arms depicted on the floor. I think people should have been very careful while walking here in the Middle Ages not to offend some noble family. And I can't imagine how much those families donated to have their coat of arms on such a spot. Unless these coats of arms belong to enemies who have been defeated by Florence. In that case, probably it was popular just to walk here. Also, lots of Renaissance paintings. Some are done by very famous artists. It is hard to find the right spot. I always see lamp reflection. I think such painting masterpieces should be lighted a little bit better. But maybe it's about me failing to find the right spot. Here I noticed an icon in Byzantine style, and the writing is long in Latin, but also has Greek and some other language. I did not recognize it. Maybe it's Arabic. In Greek it states Joseph, Archbishop of Constantinople and Ecumenic Patriarch. I don't know Latin, but seems like the Council of Ferrara Florence is also mentioned. Further I found it is about Joseph II of Constantinople. He had a noble origin and he was a monk on Mount Athos. Then he became a metropolitan of Ephesus in 1393 and afterwards elected as Patriarch of Constantinople in 1416. Together with Byzantine Emperor John VIII Palaiologos, 23 metropolitan bishops and about 700 scholars and theologians, he took part in the Council of Florence. Joseph was very old and ill and died on 10th of June 1439 in the mid process. His death caused many problems and delay for the council, as he was a supporter of union between the churches, and before his death he drew up and signed an important pro-union declaration for the council. So likely it is the declaration written under his grave. And on this painting, some figures are painted by 15-year-old Michelangelo. Chapels differ a lot in style, some are rich decorated and some look more ascetic. And this chapel has full Byzantine style painting. This icon also looks interesting to me, obviously a Catholic dress saint, but painted in Eastern style. Now I'm going to the museum. In the museum you can see plenty of original church decorations and relics of the saints. Some are also richly decorated with diamonds and gems, but I wonder how many of them are real. Some relics are sealed, maybe to prove they are authentic. Nowadays it may look strange, but in medieval times this relic's importance was unbelievable. Churches and cities would compete to have one, so for such high demand also there was an offer, and so there were lots of fake relics and replicas. A Bible was handwritten and it would cost a fortune. There are several nice inner yards around the church. This one is also decorated with plenty of paintings. The restoration process is ongoing in many parts of the church. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.